Hi, this is Diamonds in the Sky Astrology, and this is our place for all things astrology and tarot. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy this month's report. This is a report on the new moon in Pisces. If you would like a consultation with me, you can reach out at the email of diamondsintheskyastrology@yahoo.com. I look forward to connecting with you there. So we're going to be talking today about the lunation, which is the new moon in Pisces, which occurs on February 20, 2023. This is a deep dive into the energies and frequencies that we may be experiencing at this time. And later in the report, I'll have a look at how this moon might be affecting your sign this month. So here's a chart of the new moon in Pisces. We've got a stellium. So a stellium is 3 or more planets in one sign. The moon's here, the sun's here, Neptune's here, its modern ruler of Pisces, and Venus in her exaltation in Pisces. Venus is at 29 degrees, Neptune at 24 degrees. Sun and moon at 1 degree. New moon, new beginning, new intentions, new visions of our future. This is a very creative, artistic time, so we might be ready to expand on our personal lives artistically and creatively. And we might be wrapping up some long cycles here because Saturn's in Aquarius at 28 degrees at the time of the new moon, and this has been a long cycle for Saturn, and it's about to ingress into the sign of Pisces. So we are aware that we might be wrapping up something quite significant and moving on and expanding from things that have been possibly weighing us down or being too much about the outside world or too much with other people. And now we're trying to harness all of this beautiful energy and knowledge on how we're going to expand our own lives and advance and move forward. Mercury is also in Aquarius at this time of the new moon, trining Mars in Gemini. So a lot of chatter, a lot of noise, a lot of distraction from outside of us. So we may need to bring that more into balance, rein it in, so we can utilize that beautiful yin, divine, psychic, ethereal messages that are available to us at this time of the new moon. So I think this is a perfect time to now talk about the 12 signs of the zodiac and how this new moon might be best utilized or navigated moving forward for you. And we're going to be talking about what house it's affecting. So for Pisces, this new moon's occurring in your first house. So setting new intentions on self-love, self-value, what we may have been distracted by too many outside illusions or delusions, or even internal. We might be ready to begin again on expressing ourselves from a more creative lens, and we might be aware that we want to change something within our self-identity. So the new moon for you, Pisces, is very aware of its own energy, its own emotional body. So take the cosmic green pass to drop into your own private time, process what is going on internally for you so you can move on from something, if anything at all, and begin a fresh new cycle for yourself. Aries, this new moon's occurring in your 12th house, and 12th house is associated with self-undoing, vices, things that have been going on for a little bit too long behind the scenes that you might now be ready to move on from, drop away from, and move into a new space. So you're dropping old habits, you're dropping old, possibly spiritual beliefs or beliefs itself. This is a great time for you to utilize advancement on all things when it comes to communication and knowledge your way. Take all that intel and move forward confidently from cycles that have been going on for a little bit too long for you and may have been quite jarring. A great time to step up your esotericism and divination practices. You might be very much in flow at this time of the new moon. Taurus, this new moon's occurring in your 11th house. New beginnings in social connections. So you also might be aware that you're trying to move away from and integrate with new friends, new alliances. This is the house, Taurus, 11th house, which is to do with your environment when it comes to large organizations and people that you deal with professionally. So you might be starting something brand new in your environment when it comes to friendships. And you might be aware that you need new dreams, new hopes and aspirations. And it may have to do with moving on from old associations and bringing in new, fresh energy for yourself. Your ruler, with Venus being here at this time of the new moon, Taurus, is also speaking to the awareness of possibly your friends or a group or alliance that has been draining on your resources. So just a heads up there, it might be time to cull and begin something new for yourself. We also, and moving on to Gemini, this is occurring in your 10th house. So Mars is here in your sign in the 10th house. So you might have noticed you've had a lot more energy and push towards your goals and how you work with others in the world. So this new moon for you is a new beginning in regards to your status, how people see you. It's a very visual place for you. So new beginnings in the workplace, new beginnings on how people see you. So something might be changing in your identity here, or you might be ready to move on and release yourself emotionally from something that you've been attached to professionally. Cancer, this new moon is occurring in your 9th house. So new beginnings in education. You might be ready to embark on a new course. You might be ready to really do a lot of self-evaluation on things that have got to do with your philosophies on life, or you might be ready to expand and travel. So setting intentions here, or investing, spending money or saving money on traveling for yourself or education, Cancer. Okay, so moving on to Leo. This is occurring in your 8th house, a new moon in your 8th house. New beginnings in detaching from other people's resources and debt. So you might be ready to cull some expenses that have been a little bit draining or a little bit too much for you. I'm not surprised to see this, Leo, considering you are very good at holding on and having a lot of responsibility for other people's monies or their resources. So you might be ready now to move on and start something new for yourself. So possibly getting yourself into some sort of financial commitment to start something new for yourself only and detach from others. So this is a more individual moment for you to plant the seeds to financially reset your world. I just think you might be ready to move on from something that's ancestral as well. So something that's attached to the family line. There could be possibly transitions in life for people around you at this time as well, Leo. So just new beginnings in looking at your finances. Okay, Virgo, this new moon's occurring in your 7th house. So we are talking about new relationships, new contracts. This is also new lovers. So you could be embarking on a new love adventure, Virgo, which is nice, always nice. So just with Venus here in Pisces, this might be something that you're really attracted to in regards to an offer of an agreement or a contract. Something quite lucrative can come into your space at this time, Virgo, for you to consider, and what should come to fruition, expand and grow financially for you by the full moon of Pisces around your birthday time in September. Okay, Libra. So for you, this new moon is occurring in your 6th house. New beginnings in daily routines, things that are obvious and the daily grind for you. Could have to do with you may be getting a new pet, but something new is beginning here in regards to your everyday life, new work or new work commitments might be coming up, or finances associated with your daily life might be loud. So something might need to be brought back into balance. Begin something new that feels more financially in tune with you, Libra, in regards to your work. You may be dropping the ball in regards to knowing how valuable you are. There's no need to do that here. This new moon's the opportunity to begin some new self-love and self-evaluation about your daily life and your routines. Your diet and your physical body might be getting a reboot here as well. Okay, so now we move on to Scorpio. So this new moon's occurring in your fifth house. Fifth house has to do with your children, can have to do with your love relationships as well. You might be falling in love, Scorpio, or your children might be. But this is a nice time for Scorpio to feel a little bit more playful. You might be ready to begin again something new with in regards to a relationship, or feeling more childlike, or just wanting to begin something new when it comes to your own happiness, because the fifth house is to do basically with the frequency of feeling young, rejuvenated, and happy, a time of healing. So you might be healing as well from a relationship, or some children might need some healing at this time for you, Scorpio. Okay, so then we move on to Sagittarius, and this new moon is occurring in your fourth house. So this is to do with your home. So Sagittarius, something new might be going on in your home. You might be trying to look at a relocation, or your family at this time could be very loud for you. So a lot of new beginnings in the family, in the home. You might be having some, maybe some pregnancies out there for Sagittarians. So I would expect an expansion or an acceleration of busyness around the home and family for you. Something new is beginning. So there's been a long cycle here of change, knowing that it's coming for you. And now this is the moment where you're resetting and going on that path. And the direction for you is expanding on something that makes you feel safe and secure, and something that is also really triggered from your childhood at this time. You might have a innate in-tune awareness of something from your childhood that you'd like to bring into fruition, or see expand and come to pass by the time we get to the full moon in Pisces in September. So something quite large for you in regards to your childhood. You might be concentrating on Sagittarius at this time of the new moon. Okay, so Capricorn, this new moon's occurring in your third house. So you might be very busy at this time communicating with others. You might have a lot of short distance travel going on, things going on in your local community. So a very busy time, and travel in general. You may also be looking at updating your communication tools like your phone, your computer, or you might be starting something new in regards to a car. You might be investing in a new car, but it's all to do with things outside of you, Capricorn. So something new might need to begin in regards to making your world a little bit more streamlined when it comes to a new moon for you in your third house. Okay, so Aquarius, this new moon is occurring in your second house. So for Aquarians out there, there might be new beginnings in regards to your possessions. So you might be culling or accumulating. You also might be aware that there might be a need to strategize with your finances and resources. So if you're into stocks, or if you've been looking at investments, this might be the time when you are trying to expand and grow on those, but also a time of a self-love and self-value. You might really be going, I'm ready to tune in what feels good for me at this time, and I need to take a little bit more time for the self, and that's okay. And it also could be attached to knowing self-love and self-value, and how you might be trying to monetize your worth. So just an awareness there that you might need to begin a reset there on how you consider your money as self-worth. So for you, Aquarius, new beginnings with finances and resources at this time. Okay, so that's the 12 signs and your report for the new moon. I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm looking forward to it because I just love the fact that we've got a stellium in Pisces. We've got all of the planetary frequencies and vibrations to tune into and really learn self-love, self-value, new beginnings with our money, new beginnings with our creative flow, and tuning into our real esoteric, divine, feminine sides. And the cosmic green path to relax and stay indoors and really love ourselves. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so that's the report. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to connecting with you at diamondsintheskyastrology at yahoo.com if you'd like a consultation. And yeah, I hope to bring you some more videos in the future. I hope you enjoy them. Until next time, enjoy your new moon.